Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the hottest event on the Monday night. Poetry on Peter. Let me hear you make some noise for Poetry on Peter for the one.
Get into why we're really here. Because it is finally time. The wait is finally over. Hello, welcome back to my Chanel Living Single Diaries. For those of you who are new, my name is Isis. I'm happy to have you here. And you guys, do we see the difference? Can we tell? Can we already tell the difference? I'm on my camera. I am on my Sony vlogging camera. My phone, it exists. It is freed from the shackles of recording me with its subpar front-facing camera. Anytime I was like talking to the camera, I'm using the front-facing camera so that I can see. And then like there are pieces of my vlog that use like the back camera, but like I missed out on a lot. Anyways, we're not gonna linger on the past. I'm just so grateful to have this camera now. Like my video quality is about to shoot. Like I don't even know really what I'm about to get, but I know it's gonna look starkly different from entry 7 and now, and I'm excited to see it. Last night I spent a significant amount of time setting up this new camera of mine with the best settings and specifications for me as a beginner to this camera game. So first place I go, YouTube. That's my happy spot, that's my home. But the best place to get that instruction of how best to set up this camera, I knew it would be there. So initially I had to filter through a couple of videos to find what I was really looking for. First I kept pulling up videos that had to do with the Mark 1 of this camera. So this is the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. And so the old videos kept popping up for the Mark 1, and I'm like, no, I need the updated videos. And then also like some of the videos were just like unboxings, which I literally did an unboxing in vlog 7. It's not the unboxing I had a problem with, it's just YouTube. This isn't what I want. I need somebody to tell me how to use this thing. So eventually I did find what I was looking for. I found this first video that was about 30 minutes long, and chef's kiss. It gave me everything I needed. And then I almost immediately found another video that was 2 hours long. It's a whole class. It's a whole class. I kind of started to skip through it, and then at that point my camera was set up well enough for me to pull it out today, put it on a tripod, and press record, which was my goal. I changed things like the recording frame rate, the bit rate. I changed it from HD to 4K, learned how to access a few basic settings. I followed the most basic setup parameters to optimize the use of this camera. Now, while I've made these basic changes to this camera, it is still on intelligent auto. So about half the features are set up, and then the other half of the features I'm letting the camera be smart and work for me. I don't know how to do color balance or white grade or apathy, and oh my gosh, all these words that kept popping up yesterday. I'm like, ooh, I got a lot to learn. In the meantime, in between time, I'm happy with what I have. The next step now is to spruce up my editing skills, and also to get right back on YouTube and assess my export settings, because I want to make sure the settings I have in Adobe Premiere Pro to export my video complement the features of this camera the most. So I feel like I'm gonna have to make some more tweaks to my export settings. All that to say, there's definitely a bit of a learning curve that I'm having to climb to be able to know how to use this camera, but it's not anything particularly difficult. If anything, it's more time consuming. The next thing I want to talk about in regards to my new camera is the framing of the shot. So in previous videos, you guys were seeing me sit in front of my TV, and then, you know, I have my frame TV and letting that be my background. And I go to set up to record this, and I set it all up, and I'm like, this doesn't look right. God, my frame of recording has a expanded like by like 5, 7, 10-fold. Mind you, I've been using my phone. Like, up until this point, I've only had my phone. However, now I have this nice new fancy camera with this nice new fancy lens. And baby, this lens, like the angle in which this lens provides is insane. You can see my whole whip crazy. And so it just didn't look right where I previously would record. And so I'm like, okay, well, where am I going to record now? And what do we think? I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see once I pull it up and I start editing and I can actually see the picture, on my laptop screen. So I went from having a pretty big screen to a rather small screen on my new camera. And everything looks tiny. I look tiny. My lovely bookcase that we built in Entry 1 looks tiny. Like, the frame of reference has just been truncated down, and so I can't tell if I'm too far away from the camera or not. But also, I know that I don't want to be all up in the camera's grill. So we'll see. I got like, the 1/3 thing going on. I'm not like perfectly centered, but I'm well in frame, and trial and error. You might catch me recording somewhere else, but I do not have many recording options in my home of where I can just sit and talk to the camera. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. Moving on from my new camera, I had to spend some time addressing it. Like, the past 24 hours has just been nothing but like playing around with my new toy and figuring out how to use it. So of course I had to talk about it. But moving forward, let's have a little bit of a mental health check-in. Why don't we? Because it's been a minute since we've done this. Mental health check-in. Your girl is feeling good. Your girl is feeling blessed. Kind of stressed. Busy. Out in these streets, socializing, going to events, making new friends, establishing relationships. And it's all been good. It has all been good, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that I'm a bit tired. Like, I'm fatigued. I'm lethargic. My sleep schedule is borderline non-existent. And part of that is, a personal problem. I've never had a great sleep regimen, but with how busy my life has become as of late, I feel like I'm constantly trying to keep up, if you understand what I'm saying. And one might say, well, Isis, slow down and don't do as much. No, I asked for all of this. I've literally been praying to God for everything that's happening in my life right now. What am I supposed to do? Not do it? That's counterintuitive. So no, I don't want to slow down. I just have to figure out how to keep pace, because more is on the way. Best believe more is on the way. I'll cut the mental health check-in there. I'm gonna keep it nice, short, and cute this time, because really, I said what I needed to say. I could go on some long diatribe and, run off on a tangent and complain about work and, focus on this, that, or the other, but wrapped up in a big, pretty bow. I'm blessed, I'm happy, I'm excited for everything that's going on around me, but I'm tired. I'm tired. So it is a Saturday night. I am actually waiting on a phone call from my business partner that should be coming in about 30 minutes. And we have some business planning to do. I have a small business that I'm trying to get up and running. And in theory, it will be a second form of income to help fund some of my other dreams and endeavors. So stay tuned for that. And then after that call, I'm actually going to head out to a friend's house. Pre-game, the teeny boppers are going out, and they are going to be teeny boppering out at the club on a Saturday night. And I just got finished telling y'all, I'm tired. And on a good day, I don't really like to go to the club like that. And so I'm not really interested in going out to the club, even though I know that they are going to have an amazing time tonight, and the pictures and the stories. It's going to be a night to miss. That being said, they're all linking up at a girlfriend's house to pregame. And I'm like, you know what? That I can do. So I'm going to roll out, head to her house, have me a good little kiki, see how everyone's looking, because I know they're all going to be fly to the nines. I'm going in this. I'm not changing. It's been a comfortable, cozy Saturday morning, Saturday lounge, Saturday cleaning, Saturday recording type of day. So I'm going in this, show up, give some love, and then as they head out to the club, I'm gonna bring my 30-year-old self home. No, I just kid around about, you know, me being 30. I need to go home because I'm old. You guys remember growing up, like back in the 90s, and just before, I guess, this shift that started maybe around like the mid 2010s, how they just demonized the idea of a woman turning 30. Like, oh my gosh, your life is over. You are 30, ma'am. You are old. You don't need to be going to the club. You need to be at home in your granny moo-moo, cooking some man some dinner. Well, I don't got no man to cook dinner, so I could be out tonight if I felt like it. But no, I think I just prefer to hang out for a bit, enjoy some nice company. That's what I can always count on when I link up with them, is nice company, and then come home. Sounds like a really good Saturday night to me. Tomorrow, I'm thinking about heading out to a coffee shop. I don't know. It just depends on how quickly I move. And also, they're calling for rain tomorrow, which I really hope gets pushed, because tomorrow is the book club meeting. We have a new book, and I'm really excited. And I have a really cute outfit, and I really need it not to rain. So we'll see tomorrow how this pans out. For now, this is where I'm going to sign off. But I will be back. I have some highly anticipated news to deliver just a bit later on in the vlog. I'm gonna let the momentum build. Teaser trailer, I'm going to reveal my birthday plans. I know. We're finally here, guys. We're finally here. I can't wait. Okay, can't spill the beans. Because honestly, the only reason I don't spill the beans now is because I gotta hop off this camera. Like, I gotta get ready for my business meeting. So, see ya. Fit check for the night. We got the blue on blue on blue on blue on blue on black. Bye. Out to have a good time. I do not know if you're gonna get any footage of tonight. Sunday. We are looking nice and fine on this Sunday afternoon. And I'm running late. Hold up. Let me give you the view. Okay. This is the look. We're headed out. Think I'm in love. Book club. Again. Oh, that looks so cute! And happier news. It's sunny outside. The rain has gone. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. The way I'm like late leaving this house, the way I just finished this book like 30 minutes ago. Let's talk about how it's taken me a month and a half to read one book. Not because it was bad. It was a really good read. Just life tings. But the book of the month this month was Kennedy Ryan, Before I Let Go. And I myself suggested that we all show up in the color scheme of the book. So the color options were orange, yellow, blue, white, and brown for our skin. So when I say I needed the sun to clear up so that I could leave the home in this lovely dress. Oh, it's a vibe. I'm on my way out. Our book club meeting this month is at Chattahoochee Food Works. So I try to get more footage than the first book club meeting, which was at Piedmont Park. I got like no footage because I totally forgot. But I got my new fancy camera toy. And I really do want to get footage, especially I'm asking the girls if they're okay with being in my vlog, but like I want you guys to see us because I know we're gonna look good. So stay tuned and we will talk more about why it took me like 5 weeks to read one book, you know, in my quarterly book tag. So stay tuned for Q2 quarterly book tag. But this was a really good read. Spoiler alert, go read it and see you guys later. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. You're in color scheme. Thank you. Look, I'm like trying to follow my phone. I'm pretty sure I walked the long way to get to this. Hello, I'm finally home. I wanted to drop in real quick and give a quick recap. I had an amazing day, okay? The book club started at 1, and that 1 o'clock mark snuck up on me so fast. It didn't help that I was reading like the last few chapters of the book this morning. But like I blinked and it was time to leave the house. But I made it. I had some really good food. I was honestly a little bit overwhelmed by all the options. But as you guys saw, I ended up choosing a Greek gyro. And because I could not help myself, I got a single birria taco, which was chef's kiss. The gyro was really good too, and I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I purchased something different that I would not normally get. And then I got a margarita, of course. I got a boba tea, but I didn't really like the boba. And I think that's my fault, like how I ordered it. It's okay. So the food was really good. The like vibes, ambiance, and environment, very good. I would love to go back there. It seemed like they had like shops that you could shop in. There were booths out. They had like a booth selling Georgia peaches and there was this flower booth, and I was like, oh my gosh. To buy myself a bouquet of flowers sounds so good, but it was not in the budget range. Walk past the flowers. I don't need them. All the ladies looked absolutely stunning. I'm so glad everyone showed up in color scheme. We all looked so amazing. Just a group of amazing looking black women sitting around this table looking bright and sunny and springtimey. I love being a black woman in public and shining brightly. It's one of my favorite things to do. The book club meeting was also really good. It went pretty long, actually. First, we all had to separate and grab our food and then come back to the table. And so that took up some time, but I really appreciated how thorough and thoughtful the conversation was around the book. This book definitely provided the bandwidth to have different types of conversations about a variety of different things, which is just a really good experience. In a way, this was my very first book club meeting. My last book club meeting, which was technically my first book club meeting, we read This Hoe Got Roaches in the Crib. Okay, it was a choice. And we talked about the book for maybe about 15 minutes. And then we moved on. We were playing board games. We were kikiing. We were talking about life. Talking about everything but that book. Like, let's get real. But this book club meeting was very book-centered. You know, there were some tangents that came up through our conversations, such as we had a thorough conversation around therapy and therapy within the Black community. We had conversations around generational traumas and children and how they perceive things and how a children's household can affect them as an adult. And we got a little personal too, talking about our own personal experiences. And again, to just be surrounded by good company and great vibes, that's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. That's really why I go to these book club meetings. So next month, there'll be another book club meeting and I'll bring you along then. For now, I am about to take my puffs out. They were cute, but I got a little bit of a headache. Okay, I need to let my head breathe, get out of this dress, get comfortable, and get ready for Monday because it's late. The sun is still shining. It's summertime, but we're rolling up on 7 o'clock. Before I know it, I'll be at work. So I'll talk to you guys later. Woo. Yo, this feels good. It's almost like taking your bra off at the end of the day. Woo, I had them buns in tights, but they were cute though. Okay. Y'all, happy Monday. A busy Monday it's been. This is the fit. Let me do like a fit check in my a fit check in my mirror as I usually do. Hold up. Oh, the lighting in my house is so terrible, guys. If you only knew. If you only knew. I don't know. As you can see, I didn't really think this one through here, but I just gonna use color block pants with my Black Queen Nutrition Facts top on. Poetry on Peter is tonight, and I did not really think about what I was gonna wear to this event. I just knew I was going, so just threw together a little something. Threw a little something. I don't know how I feel about the jewelry and like how I have my hair, so this may change. In fact, I'm real confident this is gonna change. I don't really like what I've done to my hair. It's like, it's not bad, but not feeling it. I could do something else. I went to the gym and I was actually able to record my workout session this time, and I did a full set and I was tired. Okay, I want to lose weight. Yes, I want to lose inches, but also I want to build strength and I want to live an overall healthier lifestyle. And like, it is not till I get in the gym and I start moving and I realize just how winded I can get. And that is what I'm trying to improve on. But my trainer got me like going in. Anyways, I have a meeting in like 10 minutes. This Monday has been Mondaying. I've been super busy. I still made it to the gym despite, and I have a few more things to do before I roll out the house. And we're going to pick up friend of the show, Danny. She's coming with. I'm taking her out tonight to celebrate. She recently had a medical procedure, and in celebration of good healing and great health, we are going out to have a little bit of a good time. So you know I love me some Poetry on Peter. You know you will be getting some snippets of the band Vibe Control. Oh, can't wait. This will be the highlight of my day. So this will serve as the fit check for tonight. And next time I see you, I will probably be on my way to Poetry on Peter.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the hottest event on the Monday night. Poetry on Peter. Let me hear you make some noise for Poetry on Peter for the one time, man. I go by the name of Johnny, the OC, man. I got the hottest band in the motherfucking land, Vibe Control.
Yes.
Let me y'all make some noise for Vibe Control for the one time. They set the vibe, dog. So listen, man. Also, if you got that side, if you got that gas, you know this is a 420 friendly environment, so I need you to roll it up. You better pass it. And baby, hold on, don't forget the ass. You say it, you better roll it up. You better pass it. Say it with me, baby. Hold on, don't forget the ass. You say it, you better roll it up. You better pass it. Sing it with me, baby. Hold on, don't forget the. That's how we do it on the Sunday, on the Monday. You know what I'm saying? Also, this is the only place on a Monday night where you can get massages and poetry all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I got my girl Shanti Skins in the back. She got pick your price massages all night. So if you having a hard Monday, you just got off work. You know what I'm saying? You might want you a massage. My girl Shanti Skins, she gonna rub you down on a Monday night while you listen to some poetry. It don't get no better than this. You know what I'm saying?
One day, all the days I said one day, all the days I want you to take a look back at every lie you told. And if it came full circle, would you recognize it if it was told back to you? And I want you to look back at every wrongdoing and every misword and every misuse of terminology that made you feel less of what anything could be. Would you see it if it came back to you? Now take all of that and put it in the bag. And while you're at it, every time you cheated, take the face of every person, cut it off, fold it up, throw it in a bag.
What's up? How you doing? What's up, y'all? And happy Sunday. It's nice to see you again, because it's been a couple of days, okay? I think the last time I picked up my camera, it was like Monday, and I was at Poetry on Peter, which, per usual, was a vibe. It is Sunday. And this week has kicked my butt, okay? Kicked my butt. I am so grateful that it is a holiday weekend. It is the Sunday before Memorial Day, so Friday was a half day, and I do have tomorrow off. Praise the Lord. Because we can just take all of last week, ball it up, and call me LeBron. It wasn't a bad week. It was just really taxing, and you know how every little thing starts to kind of build up on each other, and every little nuisance, every little irritation starts to poke at you, and my irritability was really, really high. My patience was like non-existent. But we made it. We made it. Hello. Hey. You lost? Alright, where were we? Yes, my week was poking at me. That was my mama. She was giving me a call. I actually just left a family event. It is Sunday, the Sunday before Memorial Day. And I went to my little cousin's graduations party. Congratulations, baby. Very, very proud of you. I didn't record or anything while I was there. I just took the time to spend with some of my extended family and, you know, pass around all the hugs and, you know, speak to all the aunties and the uncles and, you know, commingle with my cousins. And then I came home. That's about the only thing I've done outside of my house this weekend. I canceled all other plans for this Memorial Day weekend, and I have just been in the house resting and recuperating from this week. I was also a little sick earlier this week, which was just like an added layer. So I really needed some time to just woosah. Friday, I did a lot of deep cleaning. And then yesterday, I did a lot of nothing. I read some books, and I did my laundry. And that was about it. Today, my aunts came over and spent some good quality time, and Kovu was being a sweetheart. And then after that, we both left my house to go to my family's home for the graduation party. And I stayed for about 2.5 hours, and then I was like, okay, I'm ready to come home. And then that was my mom calling me. She is just rolling out. She had a great time. And now we are here in a new filming location. So when I did the intro to this video, I was sitting in my stool, and I set my stool up like right here, and the camera was like pointing towards this direction, and I didn't love it. I felt like it was unnecessarily formal, and I'm all like, this is a lot. This is a lot. Like, the super casual nature of my vlogging hobby, that it felt too formal setting up my stool. So we're going for this. What do we think? What do we think? I was thinking about the YouTube girlies who are like sit on the floor in front of the wall, or sit on the floor in front of their bed, and they'll set their camera up and they'll talk to their camera that way. I don't really have adequate space to like sit up against a wall or up against my bed. And so I was thinking, if I angle my camera just well enough, I can just sit on my couch and have a little cozy. I still don't really know how I feel about it, but I can say I like this setup more than the intro setup. I don't know if I'll be doing that again. Get into why we're really here, because it is finally time. The wait is finally over. You guys, it is time to reveal the birthday plans. Are you ready? Are you ready? For my 30th birthday, I am going to Bali, Indonesia. We're going to Bali, or I'm going to Bali. I'll be bringing my camera with me, so if you're watching, you know, you can come along with me. But me, for 2 weeks in August, you can catch me not here in this country. Not within the 5 postal zip code of the United States of America. No ma'am, no sir. I'll be on the other side of the world, 12 hours ahead, in none other than Bali, Indonesia. And I am so excited. I am so excited. So let's take a moment. Let's take a moment and let's chat. Let's chat about how my birthday plans for Bali came to be. Let's talk about how even this entire vlog came to be. Because understand that this vlog technically started with Bali planning. So let's rewind. Let's time travel. Back to about the end of October, beginning of November 2023. I had a friend of mine. She was planning her 30th birthday celebration to happen in December. And, you know, I had to buy my tickets. She did dinner and a show. So we went out to this really, really nice fancy dinner. And then we went to the Fox Theater, which I love going to the theater. So that was just a plus for me. And after the Fox, she threw a house party at her home and invited a larger amount of friends to come out and celebrate her 30th. And it was a wonderful time. It was a wonderful time. But back to me. Here, okay? So it's like the end of October, beginning of November, and I am dishing out the coin to make her birthday happen. And it makes me begin to think, well, Isis, what are you going to do for your 30th birthday party? Do you want to have dinner and invite some friends and go to a show at the Fox Theater. I didn't. I wasn't interested in a big dinner. I wasn't interested in a house party. My soul loves to travel, and the answer was very simple. Travel. What am I doing for my 30th? Whatever it is, it's not going to be in this country. So let's start there. Now what? And honestly, I didn't really know. I've never traveled this far away from home. I think the furthest distance wise I've ever traveled would be I think it's Barbados. I think it's the furthest south I've ever been. Barbados. And the furthest north I've ever been was Portland, Oregon. Yeah. We were gonna go to Canada, but I forgot my passport at home, and I was like, darn, because we could have just drove across the border, and my best friend was talking about, let's go to Canada and go shopping just to go to Canada. Man, that would have been fun, but I left my passport here in Atlanta, so we couldn't make that happen. You know, I haven't left the North America, South America hemisphere, and so I knew I wanted to go a bit further. And, you know, I thought about London, I thought about Paris, thought about Italy, I thought about Greece. You know, Greece is a good option. In fact, if you would have asked, you know, 25-year-old Isis where she would spend her 30th birthday, I might have said something along the lines of Greece. But then I had the thought, and mind you, all of this is in the span, all of these thoughts are in the span of like less than 5 minutes. I kid you not. Like, I am online paying for my ticket at the Fox Theater, thinking, what am I going to do for my 30th birthday? Well, I know I don't want to be in this country. I know I want to travel. Where do I want to travel through? And all of these places are just running through my mind. And then I thought, you can go to Bali. And when Bali crossed my mind, for some reason, my immediate response to Bali was, ha, that's funny. And then I went right back to considering pretty much somewhere in Europe. And then I took a pause. And I'm all like, but why not? Because it's far? That doesn't make any sense. If you're going to go somewhere, go somewhere. And look, here's the way I see it. I'll make it to London eventually. Until I got dough to spend and walk down the streets of Paris shopping, I'm not really pressed to go to Paris. Like, there's some good food in Paris, definitely, but like, when I think Paris, I think of shopping, really. There's some sightseeing, but like, you know, like, Italy and Spain, it sounds cool. Greece sounds very attractive, yes, but like, I'm just not interested in going to Europe. I don't want to go to Europe. White folks for my birthday. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't. So no. I briefly kind of thought of Africa, which, you know, that's not a bad option, but really my heart was being called to Asia. My heart was genuinely being called to Asia, and I did not like how I brushed off the idea of going to Bali because it sounded too far-fetched, because it sounded, you know, undoable. I am done with that. Nothing is undoable. I can do anything that I put my mind to. And so, you know what? We're gonna go to Bali. Okay? And count your days, Thailand, because you're coming next. In Japan, oh, no. I might be going to a wedding in Japan. So, Japan, count your day. Don't ask me what's calling me to that side of the world. What's calling me to different areas of Asia. But that's definitely where I would like to explore. And so, we're going to Bali. Okay? It's November. And I'm looking up flights. It's November, and I'm looking up lodging. There is this Netflix show. Netflix has all of the different shows, the cooking shows, the HGTV shows, the travel shows. And there's a travel show called Amazing Vacation Rentals. And there's an episode in season 1 or 2 where they go to Bali and they go to different vacation rentals. That's the premise of the show. They go around the world and they check out different vacation rentals. And one of the locations that they went to in this Netflix show that I'm seeing on my TV, just clicking through, researching Bali this, researching Bali that, and I'm just like, I want to stay there. I want to be there. I want to wake up in the morning and see that. And so you know what I did November 2023? I booked it. I ain't booked no time off. I ain't bought that expensive flight. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there. I at the time I hadn't decided that I was gonna be over there for a full 2 weeks. Like, I just knew I was gonna go, and I booked it. And I said I'm gonna figure everything else out later. And later I did. Here we are, 6 months later, and my entire trip is essentially planned. I've been planning this trip since November. Now I could talk about the Bali plans for hours, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to keep it short because, trust you me, there will be plenty of time to talk about Bali. But now that we've talked about how I came to the decision to go to Bali for my 30th birthday, let's talk about how I came to the decision to start this vlog. So here we are. I done found this beautiful place to stay. I'm pricing out flights. I'm trying to figure out what other city I'm going to stay in. Spoiler alert, I'm going to stay in Ubud. And then after I stay in Ubud, I'm going to stay in Salat. And then I'm also going to visit a handful of other cities. I will see, in total, 5 different cities while I am over there for the span of 2 weeks. It's going to be glorious. But as I'm planning all of this, I'm just like, oh, you have got to get pictures. You've got to get pictures. You've got to get video. You have got to get proof of this amazing trip that's going to happen. And I had a thought. What you gonna do? Go overseas and vlog it? And there I was again, laughing at one of my ideas, writing off one of my very valid ideas as just some fanciful possibility. Twice in the span of what was about 30 to 45 days, I caught myself in the moment laughing at what I wanted, essentially. How many times throughout my 29 years on this earth have I downplayed my desires? How many times in the past 29 years have I wrote off a dream because it was fanciful or out of my realm or not, what I do? I'm not a vlogger, so there's no way I could go to the other side of the world and vlog my experience. It sounds so ridiculous. It sounds so ridiculous. And I was all like, yeah, why not? Go to the other side of the world and vlog it. Vlog the whole thing. And then as I'm ruminating on this concept, I'm like, okay, so you're gonna vlog it. That's cute. You don't know how to vlog. And then I'm just like, okay, you're gonna vlog it. You're gonna edit? You're gonna edit a video? Or you're gonna edit a video and just leave it on your computer? Or you're gonna edit the video and put it on YouTube? Okay, once you finish editing everything for Bali, are you gonna stop vlogging? Or what if you kept vlogging? Maybe I pick up vlogging in August. And now it's January. It's a new year. My calendar is continuously being booked. My life is happening now. And I say, why are you waiting to August? Oh, I am so glad I did not wait to August to start vlogging. I would have been so overwhelmed. No, it's January. I pulled out my phone and I said, boo, I'm a vlogger. I started my Adobe Pro subscription, plugged my phone up to my computer, and now all of a sudden I'm editing. And then blink. Poof. I got a whole camera. I have like, I have 5 living single diary entries posted at this moment. No, I have 6. I have 6 posted. I need to edit entry 7. This is going into entry 8. And this is going to be entry 8's outro. And so next time I pick up my camera, I'll be starting entry 9. Oh no, I'm a vlogger, baby. I'm a vlogger now. I'm still getting used to it. You know, I'm still not fully comfortable in front of the camera. Every time I play these video backs and I catch an or a like, I'm like, oh, I just said like again. I say like so much. I hate it. And my brain moves faster than my mouth. And to my friends, to my close friends, I'm very talkative. But to the outer world, I'm quite quiet. Like, I live at home. I just said like again. I live at home by myself with our favorite supporting character, Kovu. He's actually off screen this time, but he's really close. You know, I'm home with my cat. I'm not talking that often. When I'm at work, I have a job to do. And like, I'm friendly. I smile. I make sure that, you know, I'm the likable black woman, but I don't really have much to say to them. I get real nervous around social groups and social situations, though I have found community inside of my new social group that I've joined. But honestly, I can hang around those girls and I don't necessarily have to talk. I'm not a big talker unless I'm close to you. And I realized that I don't use my voice box. I don't use my throat chakra that often. And so I sit down in front of this camera talking to no one, essentially, and I have to talk. And yo, it's crazy. This vlog is doing so much. It's capturing my life, and you know, serving as a video diary leading up into my 30s, and then a video diary of my Bali trip, and then after my Bali trip it'll be a video diary of me moving throughout my 30s. But also, it is an opportunity to use my throat chakra. It is an opportunity to vocally express myself. It is an opportunity to tap into some of those vocabulary words that be surfing around my brain that I don't necessarily use on a day-to-day basis. It is an opportunity to train my mouth to move in sync with my head. It's an opportunity to put my thoughts into words. And that's something that I don't do on a regular basis, or at least it's something that I didn't do. Between this vlog, my new social group, and my actual really close friends, I'm running my mouth a lot lately. All this to say, I am so excited. Like, I just said like again. Seriously though, I am, and I'm so overwhelmed with joy and this anxious anticipation for possibilities. 30 and thriving. The lead up to this milestone, the way I've been moving lately, the doors that have been opening ahead of me, the trajectory of my everyday life is just reinforcing what I already know. This trip is going to be transformative, and when I get home, I'm going to be ready and excited to begin this new chapter of my life. So, for those of you who do watch these videos, as long as they may be, as rambly as they can become, as chaotic as they may present themselves sometimes, I want to express my deepest appreciation for you. I love you. And just stay tuned, because so much more is ahead of me. And it's gonna be a glorious thing. But until we hit the milestones, I'ma sign off. And I'll catch you guys in entry 9. See ya.